to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Gets around him. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll buy some time right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now it's Hines, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. They find some open field here. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense, and you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. John Ross, the one he was looking for.
57, Mike 57.
throwing now. Haskins on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the... End zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trubisky will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. This is Hines. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They run with Hines. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Naeem Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
Let's go.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Nice touchdown, baby.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Oh, twisting away. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky dancing to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Hines. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And his throw here's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Trubisky to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Rosas' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now it's Haskins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. On play action, Haskins. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down. Fourth down, here's Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
6-6, pull it hot.
Brings up third and 1.
He's checking. Crash. Alert. Hey, Mike 20. Hey, exit. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
On third and 1, it's Trubisky. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. Check.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Mark up, 180. Tight end left. 4 down. Check.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And
it got his man complete. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Army. Watch the safety creep. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Right.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, Mike 20. Come on, D.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle like nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That's what I do. 25.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. 3rd down, here's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run here with Ingram. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Bandit. Hey, alert 3.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, watch the ball.
They'll try the left side. Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Watch twist. Ran, come. Check 24. Watch 24. On 3. Motion.
They'll run for it with Hines. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. Here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Got a man open. It's Ross. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. So it was 4th down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on 4th down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards. Up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get Ingram churning. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Check 99. Check 99.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run again, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And a give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Redskins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.